Hello everybody and welcome back. Randy O'Neill here, and we're going to go ahead and cover lesson 2 of how to use Microsoft OneNote 2013. Just a quick reminder, the interface between 2013 and 2010 is very similar. So if you're using 2010, you should be fine and you should be able to follow along pretty easily. So we're going to go ahead and pick up where we left off at last time, and that was with a notebook that we created, and it was called Home Bills. So if you'll go ahead and open your OneNote. When you open OneNote, if you haven't been in there since the last lesson, then it should take you right back to the page that you left off on. A couple of neat features about OneNote, and I may mention these several times. Number one, with OneNote, when you close the program, it always takes you back to the exact location that you were in the last time you left. In addition to that, if you look up here in the top left-hand corner, you'll notice that there is no save button. If we were in Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel or PowerPoint or another program, you'd see the little floppy disk up here in the corner for save. With OneNote, there is no save feature because immediately upon entering your notes, they're automatically saved. So when you close a OneNote notebook, you do not have to save the changes that you've made. So to begin today's lesson, which is going to be creating sections, I want everybody to open their Home Bills notebook. If you don't remember where that's at, this little drop down up here in the top, it'll show you. You probably have a default notebook there called Personal, and then the one that we created here the other day called Home Bills. So get that one there open, and then what we're going to start doing today is creating sections across the top for our home bills. I need to bring my ribbon up, so I'm going to come back up here into the top right corner, ribbon display options, and I'm going to choose show tabs and commands. Alright, okay, so I've created a little list here to the side that I've wrote down of some of the home bills that I think we can include so that we can kind of practice creating sections. So what I want you to do, when you first open OneNote, you have a default new section 1. Alright, at this point we're going to actually have to rename this section. Now, I'd encourage you not to get click happy as we start creating new sections going forward, because you can eliminate a couple of steps. But for the first one, you should say new section. If for some reason you don't have that, just click the little tab right here that says create new section, and that'll give you the opportunity to create a new section. So if you have new section, I want you to right click on that tab, and I want you to select rename, and let's name this section mortgage. M-O-R-T-G-A-G-E. Alright, and then just hit enter. Now we have a tab for mortgage. We're going to create about 7 more tabs across here. What I want you to do is click the little partial tab to create a new section. Just click it one time, and you'll notice that immediately upon opening that tab, it's already highlighted in blue. So if you do not click again, you can just immediately start typing. So let's create a second section for the power bill. Just call it power and hit enter. And let's continue going across here. Let's create one for cable. We'll create another one for mobile phone. And I'm going to create another one here for water. Enter. I'm going to create another one for gas. Let's go ahead and create a couple of more. Car payment. And let's do a credit card. I'm not very good at talking and typing at the same time. Okay, so now we've got 8 tabs across here. Now if you're actually doing this lesson and you actually want to create a real notebook as we go for home bills, and let's say like me, you don't have a gas payment, you can simply come in here, right click on that tab, and then choose delete. Just say yes, and then you can take that out. So if you actually want to go ahead and take the opportunity after this lesson to come back and right click and delete or add new tabs and actually create a real section of tabs for your notebook that cover the actual bills that you have at home, so that later on down the road you can use this notebook, then feel free to customize it to fit your needs. But for this particular lesson, I just wanted to get some tabs up, show you guys how to create sections. So at this point, we've got notebooks. We've learned how to create a notebook. That was in lesson 1. This is lesson 2, how to create tabs. Now, when we come back for the next lesson, lesson 3, we'll be creating pages and subpages where we can start categorizing our bills. If you have a scanner, you'll learn later on how to scan your documents in and actually have a true copy of your bill on here. If you get your bills online, you'll learn how to copy those from the internet and put them in your OneNote notebook. In addition to that, you'll be able to just make notes in here yourself and just, dates that you paid it or confirmation numbers or whatever the case may be. One of the very first lessons that I typically teach is how to customize the interface, which is customizing the ribbon and quick access toolbar, but I'm actually going to do those in about lessons 4 and 5, because right now I think everybody is kind of curious to know what OneNote is. So I like to just jump in, get a notebook going, get some sections up, get some pages in, give you a chance to start seeing how these notebooks can come together. That way all this stuff starts making a little bit more sense to you, and you'll have a better understanding of what OneNote is. So we'll cover the customization probably in lessons 4 and 5. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Remember, if you're liking these lessons, to go ahead and subscribe to these videos. In addition to that, I do have a OneNote blog. So if you don't want to go directly to YouTube every time you want to find the videos, you can subscribe to my blog. I'll give you actually the blog address here. This is my blog address. If you want to take the opportunity to write that down, I'll kind of leave it up on the screen here for a minute. I'll make that a little bit bigger. It's simply OneNote2013.blogspot.com. Once again, want to thank everybody for checking out the videos. Please remember to subscribe if you like them, and we'll get lesson 3 up here pretty soon.